Hello, staff. This is Jason Tuvey, showing my colleagues how to function the discussion board on blackboard.ehallel.org. Okay, let's do this step by step. You'll see under your tab, whichever class you decide to give the discussion. For example, I have different classes, English CP and English Honors. So let's say I want to give this discussion question to my period A class. You could also do multiple classes as well. You'll see in a minute. I click on the class that I want to give the discussion. I then go to assignments. So you can see I'm here, period A. You go to assignments, click on the assignments tab. And on the right-hand side, you'll see assignment, assessment, discussion. You click on the discussion button. You want to title the discussion. In this case, I'm giving my students a literary blog. They're going to be blogging about literature. So I'm going to title it Literary Blog. Question and statement. Now, I've already created the question and statement on another Google Doc and a rubric. You can post an essay assignment on here, a quick question. It could be a sentence. It could be a paragraph. For me, it's going to be much more involved, but you'll see here, this is what I just posted on here. You can see this is the assignment. Write a 14 to 16 sentence blog about your independent reading experience, and the rest, you get the idea. You post the assignment here, rubric, question. Under question statement, do you want to share across all published sections? I say no, I only want my period A students to see this. If you click yes, be careful, because now all of your periods are going to see, in other words, if you teach periods A through I, all of your periods will see these responses. It's up to you if you want all your students to see the discussion panel. I say no, I only want my period A students to see it. Okay. Now you can give comments to your students based on what they write. Okay. I put after student has posted, then you can write comments. I'll show you that once we get there. You could also allow attachments. For this one, I'm going to say no. I don't want attachments. I just want my students to answer the question. Now this is for the gradebook because it's linked to the gradebook. What kind of assignment is this? Is this going to be classwork, formative, homework, summative? In this case, I'm going to make it a formative. Okay. You'll see here, add to gradebook, cumulative grade, published grade. That's up to you. Just like you're creating any assignment. So in this case, I'm going to write literary blog. Like you're creating any assignment. Abbreviation, how many points do you want it to be? In this case, it's going to be worth 20 points. And here's where you could do multiple classes, periods A, C, D, and F. I want my CP students to receive this blog. Okay, and of course you can add more by clicking the add more button if you have other classes. If not, you can leave it alone. Now, this is important. The assignment date, this is very, very important. Okay, you assign it on the specific day, and you got to write down when it's due. If you don't click the due date, it'll only be available to the students for that one day. Okay, so let's say you want to give the students a few days to do it. Okay, let's say you want it due on Friday, or let's say even Monday. Okay, you click it's due on Monday. Now, when do you want to publish it? That's up to you. You publish it on the publishing date. You can publish it now, and so forth. You click the button save, and then I'll show you how it works from there. After you click save, just give me a minute here, you'll see what it looks like. It'll be to your student. And this is what the students will see. They'll see the discussion piece over here on the right-hand side. Obviously, they won't see the grades, but this is up to you. Okay? The students post it, and then they add new response. You can then give feedback. So, for example, here's a student who submitted his book blog, and I gave explicit feedback on what the student needed to do here. You get the idea. So this is student 1, this is student 2, and they can respond off of each other. They can respond off of each other, or you can give them comments. You can give them comments. So you can see here's my name, the time that I sent it. It's time stamped as well. And then you give them a grade based on how they performed. The best part about the discussion board is that you can see the students' work, you can give them feedback, and you can give them a grade, and it's a one-stop shop for everything. Writing an essay, writing a blog, writing a paragraph, etc., etc. And then going through their grades. It goes right to the grade book. You click on the student's name. For example, if I want to read, let's say Tali Birnbaum here, you see, I want to read what Tali wrote. I click on her name. There's her blog. I could add a response here. So students can respond to each other. This is me responding to Tali. Now students can also respond to each other. You can make it mandatory that they read 2 responses, and you can see other students and what they write. So here's just a sample what I wrote to Tali. I wrote, Tali, you did a good job analyzing the text. Make sure you watch your shifting tenses because it's an English class. You click post response, and there's my response to Tali. I could also edit it. I can also hide it if I don't want other students to see it, or other students can see it. You could also get rid of it and dump it. There's a garbage bill here which will delete the response as well. And then this is the finished product. It's great because again, it's a one-stop shop. The grades are here. The students' names are here. Okay, you can say I could go through all my students' work and I could give them credit for their work, or not give them credit if they didn't do the work. Okay, and this is using discussion boards, discussion panels using eHillel.